Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today is 23rd of October 2024. This is the daily read for the collective. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you're located. As far as the date is right, hopefully this will be helpful for you. The Judgment card is a major arcana, so I would say today there will be some kind of um big energy that is happening. Um Judgment often signifies enlightenment, the path to enlightenment, and also the rebirth of something that has, we thought it's dead, but is coming back. Um, it is also related to announcements. So today, some of you will receive news about some kind of big announcements that can actually impact you on a personal level. Maybe your loved one is getting married. Maybe your friends, family, they are, uh, you know, they can be in a situation where they are transitioning to a new place. Um, so for some of you, because some of them they might be moving, and from now on there might be a distance between you and them, and uh, there might be some kind of sadness. However, um, we also need to celebrate and be grateful for the fact that they have been there for us and they have been there with us for so long, and or maybe for just a few moments, but they brought in great changes and awareness. And we just have to be grateful for the time that we spent together. And if they are making the announcement that they need to go, they need to move somewhere else, um, it's best to be supportive and realize the fact that we all have our destiny and have our callings to do whatever things we need to do to be at places where we want to be in. And it's not a time to prohibit the others to do whatever they need to do or be at a place where they need to be, because we all do things according to our spiritual path and also our soul contract. Today is also a day to be aware of the enlightenment that we are gaining from our waking life. Uh, if things are happening uh, that actually gives us a light bulb moment, uh, we better acknowledge it and to dive deeper to see what we can act on it and what we can respond. Because judgment can also mean messages coming from the above. So we have to be spiritually open-minded to receive those information. If we just stuck in a 3D dimension, and then we will just only be limited um, in the physical world and neglecting, ignoring the higher calling. Um, Sometimes if we consistently ignore our callings and also our spiritual needs, we can keep hitting roadblocks without any success. It's not what we want, but we have to be aware of that. And um, we just need to be open minded about um, the messages that are coming from beyond our knowledge, beyond our understanding. For some of you, today is a good day to sing karaoke, maybe by yourself, maybe with the others, because voicing out your emotions um, can unblock your chakras, especially if you have a blocked throat chakra. And it is a time for you to speak up, to use your voice to express yourself. Maybe you were concerned about, hey, I'm not a very open person to sing to the others or maybe speak to the others. You can speak to yourself. You can speak to um, and communicate with whatever deities that you believe in, whatever energies that um, you feel the love and connections. Just communicate, perhaps with your own voice. If you don't have your if you don't feel like using your voice, you can also write it out, because it is also a form of communication. Um, Today is also a day to redo something that you did before, but you sort of stopped doing it for some reason. And today there might be a good reason to for you to do it again. And this will actually rejuvenate your physical and mental well-being. Um, I wonder if some of you from Switzerland, maybe there's um, something that's happening in Switzerland, because whenever I see the cross, if I think about countries, of course I'm gonna think about Switzerland, because Switzerland has the cross on their flag. So I wonder if there will be something significant that's gonna happen in Switzerland on a national level. Hopefully something good. Um, in general, I would say today is also a day to perhaps scrutinize a situation. Even though we can see this angel in the picture making the announcement and everybody has to listen to them, but I would say, yes, it's possible for you to make announcement, to make it clear about your position, about what you want to do, about what you're doing. Yes, it is auspicious to do so. Um, but at the same time, I think we also need to give some space for the others to make their announcements. So there might be multiple announcements happening at the same time. So I would say there might be a lot of communications between ourselves and the people we concern about, the people from our inner circle. And I almost have a feeling that a lot of things can happen in our lives and we just have a lot to share because things are changing for everyone, everybody. So um, it's gonna be an interesting date. Um, and last but not least, I would say, even though it is good for us to scrutinize certain situations that are not working as intended, so we can gain the improvement and seek for improvement. But at the same time, we have to make careful judgment. We don't want to judge just to hurt the other's feelings, but to actually improve the situation. So whatever things we feel like we want to judge, want to judge the situation, we have to make sure that we have enough information to scrutinize the situation without actually hurting the others. Because we have to remember the fact that we want improvements, not only for ourselves necessarily, but for the collective. Um, because when we want the best for the collective, there is um, a miraculous exchange of energies between ourselves and this world in general. So uh yeah, when we feel like we want to judge, just be aware that we all come from a different background. We can see things in very, very different fashion, but we can have the similar intentions to seek for the peace among us. So if somebody has to say something, try our best to let them say it first, and try to understand the fact that they are coming from a different place. They might have a different opinion, but that shouldn't be that shouldn't be blocking us from respecting and loving each other, regardless of any situations. So I hope this read is helpful for you and your loved ones, and I appreciate your time and participation. If you like the read, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's really helpful for me, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.